when kids coming out of high school are looking at different programs, they want to see.
Tomahawked it home. What a move by Durant.
The Boston Celtics select Avery Bradley.
What program can they go to where guys have gone on and had success?
These are the most unreal highlights that we could find involving former Texas Longhorn players. We'll start off with this clip from LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge and the Portland Trailblazers were running a tight play to get a last-second shot off before regulation ended. It looked like it wasn't going the way they wanted, but Aldridge improvised by taking a step behind the three-point line and letting one fly with just over 5 seconds left. To the surprise of most of us, he was actually able to get it to drop, not to mention this was his first three-pointer of the season.
You almost have to go for the three.
Lillard to Aldridge. Lillard. Batum. Aldridge for the tie. Got it! His first three of the season.
Next, we've got a game winner from Aldridge against the same team in the exact same game. Somehow, the Blazers wound up with possession again and had 1.5 seconds to come away with a win. Aldridge was feeling things after that first one and called for the ball. The second he touched it, he hit a beautiful fadeaway and sank the Mavericks. If I was a Dallas fan, I would have been sick from Aldridge scoring 5 points in 6 seconds.
Matthews got to get it in. Aldridge for the win. Yes!
Don't worry though, guys. Aldridge is not the only player we're going to feature here. Jarrett Allen is next up on the list, and this man just doesn't care about getting posterized. While that has resulted in him being put on blast a few times, it's also wound up sealing some phenomenal blocks against top-tier competition, in this instance, LeBron James. Talk about setting a tone for the rest of the game.
Lakers get it up the floor in a hurry. James, hard drive, oh, rejected! The Fro just got the king!
Let's jump right into another game winner with DJ Augustin this time. Augustin was on the Orlando Magic, and the game was tied against the Toronto Raptors with the final seconds quickly counting down during Game 1 of a postseason series. Everybody was expecting a play to get Nikola Vucevic the ball, myself included, but Augustin didn't hesitate with the shot and sent Toronto walking away empty-handed.
5 to shoot. Augustin. 3 to shoot. He'll take. You bet. DJ Augustin.
Now, that was Augustin when he was a little older, but when he was younger, he was insanely fast off the bounce. Augustin made light work of Jordan Crawford with a ridiculous crossover in the middle of the game. It was like nobody was even defending him on this play.
Good move by Augustin, who takes it in with a great crossover.
All right, show of hands, guys. Who remembers Mo Bamba? The guy isn't even out of the league yet, but the NBA community has seemingly lost interest in him. I think it's time to get everybody noticing him again. Bamba kicks this clip off with a brilliant three to extend the Magic's lead over the Minnesota Timberwolves, but he isn't satisfied just yet. He makes sure to rise up and shut the game down for good with an emphatic alley-oop slam.
Carter sets the screen. Anthony heads to the basket, whips the pass to Suggs, now Bamba from the corner. He drills it! Suggs to Wendell. Lobs it, Bamba throws it down!
We'll go right into another Mo Bamba highlight, this time on the defensive end. Some players just decide to slow down and cruise if they feel like they can't make an impact on the play, but Bamba thinks otherwise. He was able to run with the San Antonio Spurs while they were on a fast break and completely rejected someone at the rim with ease. Poor guy actually thought he was going to be able to get himself 2 easy points. Even Bamba knew that a play like this was going to get the crowd roaring. Just look at how he pumped his fist in the air right after.
Banks. Murray, numbers for the Spurs. Rejected by Mo Bamba.
And who doesn't love a good old Avery Bradley clip, right? Bradley was still on the Boston Celtics at this time and was able to catch 3 Cleveland Cavaliers players completely sleeping on the defensive end. After a missed shot, everybody just started ball watching and didn't pay any attention to Bradley sprinting closer to the rim. To be honest, it didn't look like they were even aware that he was even on the court until he slammed it home. Though, you could tell that Kyrie Irving in particular wasn't too happy about the play by checking out his reaction afterwards. Sometimes role players can turn into superstars even if just for a moment, and that's what it felt like when Tristan Thompson shockingly rejected Chris Bosh at the rim to get the entire arena rocking. Thompson was a good center, but wasn't ever known to be a huge paint protector. But boy, did he prove all the haters wrong with this play. Just the fact that it was against Bosh, too, was the icing on the cake.
So efficient tonight with his 24 points. Bosh gets it blocked by Thompson. Throws it right back.
Now, unlike that last play, Kevin Durant didn't allow himself to get rejected at the rim here. When on the Oklahoma City Thunder, Durant woke up and chose to end somebody's career during the Western Conference Finals against the Dallas Mavericks. Just watch as he throws it down all over Brendan Haywood off the drive to the basket.
Status right now in Dallas after his last two performances. Durant, oh, and a foul!
And speaking of Durant on a hard drive, here we got another one just like that. Durant initially looked like he wanted a mid-range at the start of the play, but then he realized who was defending him. Durant quickly pulled the ball back down and speed boosted towards the rim to throw the hammer down. To make it that much better, this play came in overtime with only 2 minutes left. Marcin Gortat should have known better than to give Durant that much space in the first place. That was simply mistake number one.
Durant gets, oh man! He punched it on Gortat. Oh!
And before we dive into the next play, make sure you take a minute and subscribe for more content like this. And also let us know in the comments what plays have been your favorite so far. Alright, anyways, let's jump right back into it. We'll flip back to the defensive side. Mikal Bridges made sure to flex his muscles after a massive rejection on Jaxson Hayes. Bridges was in perfect position to get this massive block, and in a flash. It looked like he was about to dunk it on the New Orleans Pelicans just to cap the highlight off, but his block seemed to be a double-edged sword as he was rejected himself by Hayes on the other end. I can't remember the last time I saw two players block each other on back-to-back shot attempts.
With 8 assists. Hayes, he's got the mismatch on Bridges, who slots it away. Player like that, he'll drive, and he's rejected by Hayes.
We should point out that Hayes has done more on offense than get rejected by top defensive talents. He didn't allow anybody to stand in his way during the Summer League against the Chicago Bulls. Someone unfortunately decided to draw a charging foul when Hayes was warming up his dunk attempt. As we all know, that just doesn't work, at all. It didn't work here either, as Hayes slammed it down with force all over a falling Chicago player.
For Summer League, in the game prior, the Boston Celtics had Kara Lawson.
It's no surprise, though, Hayes has done that more than once. He took it a step up this time, slamming it down all over a player attempting to take a charge. This time it came in an actual NBA game against Steven Adams. I'm telling you, Jaxson looked like he was flying to the rim. He was just that explosive. As much as I love a guy like Adams, he got put onto a poster with this one.
He wanted Morant. Now you got an advantage. And Jaxson on the hammer and the poster. Count it.
Okay, so I said earlier, when you are attacking the Memphis Grizzlies...
This next one may not have been a poster, but Cory Joseph put the Toronto Raptors on his back to help his team come away with a huge win. DeMar DeRozan and the Raptors had 3 seconds to find an open shot, trailing by 1 point. With DeRozan getting completely blocked off at the rim, they improvised and found Joseph. Like Augustin from before, Joseph did not hesitate and drilled the shot to come away with the victory. Washington did a great job at forcing DeRozan to pass, but they just forgot all about Joseph.
Carroll finds DeRozan. DeRozan pushed. Joseph in the corner for the win. Got it! Cory Joseph in the corner for the win!
And Joseph made sure his opponents did not forget about him on this play. He was able to split some tough defense to fly towards the rim and catch a body with this monster dunk. Serge Ibaka came over a little later and flew over to try and block him, but got embarrassed at the rim. Plus, he even hit Joseph in the face in mid-air, but it didn't even change the outcome. That man Joseph was on a mission on this play.
Joseph with a slam!
Cory Joseph is not only bringing his team back tonight, I think he's earning minutes in Game 5.
Thompson makes his way back into the list again, this time with another defensive highlight. He made sure that the team didn't lose this game due to poor defense. He came flying into the play and came away with a monster block against the glass to solidify a Cleveland Cavaliers win. Without that heads-up play, it was looking like they were going to allow a bucket. Gotta give props to Thompson here for keeping his head on a swivel.
Here comes Hill, trying to get inside. Dellavedova does a block! Oh, Tristan Thompson!
In this next one, Thompson made sure that the Indiana Pacers put their heads on a swivel by attacking the rim with force on this play. Kyrie Irving dished it beautifully to Thompson, and he rose up and dunked on not one, but two Pacers players like they weren't even there. It's embarrassing enough to get thrown out of the way during a poster, but to toss two people? That's just absurd.
Giving the Cavs opportunity to get back in the game.
Kyrie to a cutting Thompson. Oh, he put him in the hole!
They had a chance to win all 3 games, and that's Thompson at the rim.
But the Pacers and Miles Turner dished out their own form of revenge against Thompson and the Cavs, this time in the NBA playoffs. Turner might have missed a jump shot, but he didn't quit on the play. Instead, he ran after his miss and postered Thompson with a one-handed slam all over him to get the crowd into the game. Sometimes the old phrase, what goes around comes around, holds true, right?
Here's Turner, just back in, gets his own board, going strong, my Lord! Oh!
All right, finally, we end with another Miles Turner play. This one was on the defensive end, but it was crucial to the play that followed. He easily rejected a Los Angeles Lakers dunk attempt before keeping the ball in play and kickstarting a fast break attempt that resulted in another three-pointer for the Pacers. Don't try to attack Turner at the rim unless you're certain you've got the space. Otherwise, this is what happens to you.
On Friday the 11th.
Gotta get there.
Black net by Turner.
Good basketball. That's how you get momentum off your defense.
Hey, that does it for the most unreal Texas Longhorns highlights that left the world speechless. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Also, let us know what your top 5 favorite plays from this video were down below in the comments. Alright, click on the video that appears on your screen right now to keep watching.